get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off-play action on first down. Pressure coming. Complete downfield. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's Simpson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive.
Bro, give me that. Oh, man.
Connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, pass the marker.
Let's go.
Gashing this defense, a gainer to the 40-yard line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale.
Better go crazy like the 80s. So I run it.
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Big.
They'll try the right side.
I gotta learn, bro.
And the defense holds firm.
I gotta learn, bro.
On that play.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Underwood.
That's a good pass.
Got his man downfield. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Oh, maybe.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field.
I'm going to blitz.
Offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0.
Go blitz.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the make on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
Woo, get that.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Jesus. Man.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for space. It's Hardy.
Oh.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not
that's
getting
good play.
enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Here's a heat. He'll throw it. And they fail to hook up on third down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Throwing right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Now, that was a blitz for the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Scrambling away. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, going up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll field it close to the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and
I forgot.
no good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start.
Alright, yeah, we're playing Dynasty now. We're playing Dynasty. Yes, sir. We're doing Dynasty, bro. Dynasty. What's that at?
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
What is the bro, I can't find it. Where? Oh, man. Where's it at? It should be in game. It should be in like. I can't find it.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended, here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list of available options and customize your conferences. It's now time to select your team.
Of
Would you
course.
prefer to take over and time to figure out where on the coaching staff now for the fun part? Here, congratulations. It's time to sign.
Okay. We're doing Kentucky, bro. Level 50? Damn, already? Man, sweet. Oh. Alright. Bye week.